All right, this is kind of a BTS behind the scenes. I don't even know if I'm gonna post this or not, but a lot of maybe you don't know, but most of you, I always talk about how I was new to Fragcom, not necessarily to YouTube, and so I'm a content creator. Um, I'm learning how to be content, like learning how to be content with fragrances, trying to do the same thing from a content standpoint, from equipment, because that's the world I live in. Even though I say I'm semi-retired, but when it comes to production, producing live events, faith-based services, podcast, you name it, commercial work, nonprofit work, I've done it, still do it from time to time for those people that can pull me out of retirement concerts, family reunions, all those different types of things. Um, but I don't know, like I'm still playing around, you know what I'm saying, with some things. So right now, this is just an alternate angle that I'm playing with. It's a little bit moodier because right now my key light is coming from this way. And it's actually a lot hotter. I'm kind of greasy right now, but it's a lot hotter than typically I would want it to be. I'd probably change the color of this blue light back here, probably to like more of a warm amber, um, soft, probably soft, warm amber. I'm thinking about, so on my C stand right in front of me, that's literally that I actually have my camera clamped to. Probably gonna I have another SL60W that I'm probably going to just mount, super clamp, mount on this just so I can make sure I have enough light facing me head on. Um, or I have some smaller lights I could use. You can't see it, but normally in my videos, you guys see I have a lantern, a soft lantern on another light that's behind me that I can roll over here. I don't know, man. I'm never really satisfied. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm just playing around with some things right now. Like I said, I might post this, I might not. For all of my creators, what, holla at your boy. Let me know if I'm tripping. I know I'm not tripping because I know we all kind of go through this. We go through the same things. But some of these, I really try to make sure I'm grateful. I'm blessed that I have a setup where I can really just kind of sit down and do whatever I want to. If I want to record a video, boom. If I want to record a podcast, boom. If I want to record a music video, boom. You guys have seen me sitting right here doing it. If I want to go live, boom. If I want to host a virtual conference, I've done it. If I want to do presentations for the job, for the church, for whatever. If I want to do Zoom, like I literally have done everything from this exact desk for like, and when I say this exact desk, like this specific desk, and then I have another white desk that I actually got rid of that I'm kind of mad that I should have kept. But for the past, what is this? Let's say 12 years. Like 20 going back to 2013. Is when I really started creating content online, specifically for myself. I want to say 2013. So yeah, I've been doing this for a long, long time. And one of the things I made sure is that I understood how to do it the cheapest way possible. Now the equipment that I have now is not cheap. Now it's cheap compared to some of the people I know. Some of my friends, super overkill for some of the stuff that I do. It's dope. I just like to, kind of look at what they do and be like, ugh, I ain't spending that kind of money. Nonetheless, I don't know. Like I said, I might post it, I might not. This gives you a kind of a behind the scenes look into just kind of how I think. And shout out to all the creators out there. Um, I had some life challenges, some health challenges. I kind of took a break. I'm not going to take as long of a break next year, but I am going to take like a 30-day break. I think it's necessary. And I kind of thought about it last year. This was the time, around the time going into August, where I started creating content and my channel took off. So I think probably coming out of May, probably either I'm gonna take May off or I'm gonna take June off. Usually July kind of starts, like I work for the state. So July 1st is kind of the start of the fiscal year. So I probably will keep that same methodology, kind of take May or June off, probably after Mother's Day. Take June off, or maybe Father's Day. Like Father's Day will give me kind of 30 days. That'll give me Father's Day. That'll give me the 4th. And then I'll come back probably mid to end of July 2026. And then, we take off again. But yeah, whether you're burning the midnight oil, I mean, it's not quite midnight, it's 11:27 here. Um, but yeah, just maybe this is kind of like a podcast episode. It is Wednesday. Wednesdays. I've been deciding how to kind of reboot the podcast now that I'm back. I'm kind of really doing that now. So this is kind of like a bonus episode, special edition, off the rip, unscripted. Nothing really fancy, anything like that. Like I said, I still don't even know if I'm gonna post it, but the fact that I'm sitting here talking, I'm probably gonna post it. I don't have any fragrances right in front of me that I can really kind of use as like a barometer to see like if I'm doing a product shot or something like that. Um, I have another camera in front of me. So like this is my A7 IV. It's like I'm guessing so you see how we're still stuck in the shadows. You know what I'm saying? All the light is on one side, and so I would really kind of want to bring in some more light or whatever. Shout out to Paragon. I want to say Paragon Fragrances, who is a super, super crazy, ridiculous filmmaker. I remember from the first time I saw his videos, I was like, yeah, bro definitely has a filmmaker background. Several other people. I know Dedrick has a background when it comes to content creation. My boy John. John uses a Pro Mist filter. Anytime you use a Pro Mist filter to shoot videos, I don't even use a Pro Mist. I don't even have a Pro Mist filter. I think I used to. I think I either sold it, lost it, or whatever. But anytime you use a Pro Mist filter to shoot like fragrance videos with, yeah, you're on a whole nother level. And my man, I cannot think of his name, but his content on IG is ridiculous. You guys know what I'm talking. It's real. It's super cinematic. Um, I think he ended up making a fragrance. He might be going. I mean, he might have a GoFundMe or something. I can't think of the name of it. Come to me. Amber, his content ridiculous. I know some people feel like it don't take all that, and honestly, it doesn't. Most of the time, people that are looking for reviews, they care about the fragrance. They care about the fragrance and they care about the fragrance. But I am a huge stickler for quality content, especially when you start working with brands. You want to find a way to stand out. You want to find a way to stick out. So personality is always going to be dope. But when the quality of what you produce is dope and it matches the authenticity of your personality, man, it's impossible to fail. You know what I'm saying? And so I've done things with an iPhone. I've done things with, lower quality mics, lower quality cameras, and you would have never known what I was using because I learned how to use what it is that I have. And every once in a blue moon, I've recorded videos this year that I've posted on the channel that have been strictly with the iPhone. I think one of my better performing videos, I was out of town and I just had to record with the phone or whatever. So you use what you got, you know what I'm saying, until you can get something that is more valuable to you. You don't need all of this. You don't need a $3,000 camera and all of that kind of stuff. And that's just a camera. We ain't talking about lens, battery, memory cards, all those different types of things. You don't need a Rodecaster Duo. You don't need a pod USB, pod mic USB. You don't need a brand new MacBook. You know what I'm saying? But you don't need none of that. It's great when you have it, but you don't need any of that. Just like you don't need 1,000 fragrances. I think we're at 400. I think we're at 400. I want to say I gave a lot away, so we might not be at 400, but I know I was definitely at 400 at one point this year. I'm trying to cut down. I think I want to get back around to like 200. That's a goal of mine. Let's see if that's something I can accomplish by the end of the year. I think I want to, because like I said, to me, 100 fragrances is too much, but I can think of 100 fragrances that I really like and that I would probably wear. The other three, I'm like, they good, and if I remember them, I would wear them. Um, I think it's dope. I could legit wear a different fragrance every day of the year. Now I do think that's dope. And that may be a challenge. That may be a content challenge I set out to do in 2026. Like every single day. Like when I came on the scene, shout out to my boy D4G who posts a lot of shorts. When I came on the scene, that's what I was doing. Heavy. You know what I'm saying, with shorts. But like scent of the day, I think that would be dope. Like every single day to actually post a scent of the day. Is it 100 days left in this year? Maybe I'll see if I can do 100 days of wearing something different. That's going to be a challenge because again, I like what I like. But let me see. I'll think about that. What's today? Today is the 23rd. I got 8 days left in July. That may be something dope going into August. August, September, October, and then probably right before we get to Thanksgiving. Or maybe let's see if I can do the last 100 days of 2025 wearing a different fragrance and then actually like posting what the scent of the day is. And not just like on the community tab, like actually doing a video or something like that. So we'll see. Nonetheless, like I said, I may post this. I may not. If you're watching it, if you're hearing it, duh, that means I posted. So you know what to do. Leave me a comment. Let me know. Am I the only one tripping? Or are you going through this as well? All right. Y'all be easy. I'll holler at you.